Hey everyone, it's Cher and this is Share and Tell. In this video, I'll be talking about the 12 types of parents you will come across as a teacher. So stay tuned. Okay, so we know as teachers, we come across all sorts of parents. If you're new to teaching, this video should be super helpful for you so you can know exactly what kind of parents you're going to come across. If you're already in teaching, I'm sure you'll be nodding your head because this is so true. We have come across some of these parents, if not all of them. So I want to get started. First, let me grab my glasses, okay? All right, perfect. And we will get started, okay? So the first parent I want to talk about is the not my kid parent, okay? This is the parent who does not believe that their child can do any wrong. This is the parent that believes that they produce nothing but angels. This is the parent that believes that they have Jesus Jr. living in their house. That's what they believe. And this parent, no matter what you say about the child, they just don't believe you. They're always going to stick up for the child. They're always going to back up the child. And the kid knows this, okay? So he or she will use this in his or her favor, all right? This parent also likes to blame everybody else for their child's bad behavior. They'll blame the teacher. They'll blame the principal. They'll blame the other kids. But they won't blame anybody but their kid. That is the not my kid parent. Number 2, the unrealistic parent. This is the parent who has very unrealistic expectations for their child. For example, if you have a child who is a C student, they perform at a C student level, but they expect this child to be coming home with A's and B's. And so they get very frustrated with teachers because they're not seeing the grades that they would like to see. But you know, your child gets the grade that he's working for. And if he's a C student, then he's going to get a C. It's not rocket science, okay? What do you want me to do? You know, so this parent can be very unreasonable when it comes to their child's abilities. They really believe that their child's abilities are higher than what they really are. Or if the child does have those abilities, they're not performing according to those abilities. So they're going to be a C, D, or maybe even a failing student. And yet this parent really believes that their child is supposed to have A's and B's. This parent is definitely going to give you a hard time. Number 3, the immigrant parent, okay? This is the parent who's new to America, has no idea what American school systems are like. They're very confused by American school systems. They may or may not speak English. If they do speak English, they certainly have an accent. So please be patient, take your time, try to understand what they're saying, and don't be afraid to ask them to repeat themselves, okay? And then you have some who don't speak English at all, but they still want to be there to help support their kids some way, somehow. So they'll still show up to the parent-teacher conference. They might have a 5-year-old translating for them, but that's the best that they could do. And so, you know, these immigrant parents, you have to be very patient with them. Understand that they're adapting to a lot of things all at the same time. They're adapting to a new country, new environment, new language, new culture. And then they also have to learn the school system at the same time. It can be very overwhelming for the immigrant parent. So just keep things very simple for them. Seriously, very simple for this parent. They're confused by American school systems big time because that's not how they grew up. That's not how school was when they were kids. So they're just trying their best to learn the process, to learn the school system. But they are very supportive when it comes to their kids being in school. A lot of them, I can't say all, but a lot of them are there to support their kids through their school journey. Number 4, the no games parent, okay? This is the parent that plays absolutely no games with their children. They believe that their children should be well behaved, whether they're there or not, whether the parent is there or not, their child should be well behaved. This parent is the parent that works really hard at training their child at home, and they expect them to hold that same training at school, to act according to that training at school. This is the parent that will probably come up to you first day of school, introduce themselves, and let them know, listen, if they do anything anything out of order, you give me a call. Call me, okay? Here's my number, here's my email, here's my work number. Like, this parent is not playing any games, okay? If you give this parent a call, they'll probably be on their way within the next 15 minutes, okay? This is the parent that'll be like, listen, I don't have time for that. He knows or she knows better. You let me know, okay? You will love this parent because this parent really cares about discipline and their child acting right in your class. So, yeah, this is a great parent to have. And the kid knows that they play no games. So this is the same kid that's going to beg you not to call their parent. Please, please, please don't call. Please, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Please, please, if you tell my mother, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. If my dad finds I'm gonna be in so much trouble. This is the kid that's gonna beg you not to call their parent. Okay, because they know what's up. Number 5, the helicopter parent. Okay, y'all see my ceiling fan? Okay, helicopter parent. They keep coming around. Okay, they keep coming around. Helicopter parents are the parents that just keep coming around and they hover. They're always there watching everything. They ask a bajillion and one questions. A lot of times they feel like they're more qualified to do your job than you are. In some cases, they'll even question your credentials. You know, where'd you go to school? Where'd you get your license? How long have you been doing this? You know, the helicopter is the parent that is like a hawk. They're always looking, you know, to see what you're doing. It's almost like they're looking for you to do something wrong. You know, the helicopter parent can be very, very overwhelming. You especially see them when the kids are really, really young, like your little babies, your pre-K, your kindergarten. By the time they get to me in the 5th grade, parents be kicking them out the car. Get out, bye, I'll see you later. So you mostly see the helicopter parents with the little ones. Not saying you won't see them with older kids, but you'll definitely see them if you teach pre-K or kindergarten. Number 6, the MIA parent. This is the opposite of the helicopter parent. This is a parent that you never see. They're missing in action. No matter how many phone calls, text messages, voicemails, it does not matter. You will never come across this parent. You will never see this parent at all. And you can tell if a parent is MIA based on the conditions that, you know, the way the children look. I mean, there's no other way to say it. The kids are coming to school and they don't look very well kempt. They don't look groomed. You could tell their clothes haven't been washed. You can tell that, you know, they're just not well taken care of. This is usually because of an MIA parent, a missing in action parent. This is also the parent that will pop up the last 2 days of the school year going off because their child isn't going on the school trip. Okay. This is also the parent that's going to show up the last day of school wondering why their child is not, you know, I don't understand why my child is being held back. Like, this is the parent that's going to pop up at the last second to try and get their kid to move on to the next grade and stuff like that. And, you know, it does get frustrating. It's crazy because you've been trying to get in touch with them and they just haven't been responding. And they're the same ones that's going to say, I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a voicemail. I didn't get that letter. What you talking about? Okay. The MIA parent is a big challenge. Okay. Very frustrating. The children of an MIA parent never feel threatened when you say you're going to call that parent. Okay. These are the kids that are going to be like, so what? Call my mother. So what? Call my father. Because they know that nothing will be done. Their parent is MIA. Their parent isn't involved. Their parent is, you know, lackadaisical, doesn't really care about what's going on in the school system. There's just so many different circumstances that an MIA parent could be in. I've seen homelessness. There's situations where some of these parents are on drugs, they're alcoholics, all sorts of things are going on. And so they are not mentally capable of being there for their kids. Only thing they could do is send the kid to school and back, and have the kid come back. That's it. So you'll see a lot going on with the MIA parent. It varies why they are MIA parents. Number 7, the off-duty parent. This is the parent who, you know, they might drop off their kids. They might drop off their kid, but until pickup time, they have nothing to do with that child. This is the parent that believes that school is a babysitting service. This is the parent that will not pick up when the school calls. For any reason at all, they're not picking up the phone. They believe that once they drop their kids off, their child or their children off, they are off duty. Okay, this is free babysitting for them, and so they're not answering you. This parent is very challenging too, because sometimes the way they approach the teacher, they make it seem like the teacher's job, once I drop them off, this is your time to take over. And that's not what it is, okay? I've heard parents say, well, it's 50-50. No. Mommy 50, daddy 50. Teacher, no. I got nothing to do with this. I am content and I teach curriculum and all this other stuff. I am not a parent, okay? So don't think that you're off duty because you dropped your kids off to the school and then now you feel like you ain't got nothing, you don't have anything to do with these kids now because you dropped them off. No. Okay, so this is going to be a big challenge for you if you are just starting in your teaching career. Number 8, the overwhelmed parent. This parent really wants to be involved, but they've just got so much going on that they can't be as involved as they would like. They're very overwhelmed. A lot of times this is your single parent, your single mom, your single dad. Not in all cases, but a lot of times that is the situation. They're trying to provide for their household and they have all these different things going on, trying to make sure the kids are okay, and they just cannot be as involved and engaged with the school as they would like. So this parent, you have to be very patient with them. This is also the parent, if you do get an opportunity to speak with them, they will unload. They will tell you everything that's going on. Oh, my job is getting on my nerves. My landlord has been annoying me. These kids are a lot. They'll unload on you, okay? And you just give them a listening ear. Still be patient and professional. But this parent is really trying. I don't mind the overwhelmed parent because they're very honest with me, and they're just like, listen, I'm struggling big time, And I rather a parent that communicates and let me know what their needs are, and then we could work with that, than for you to just not be around at all, like the MIA parent. Okay, that is definitely better than the MIA parent. Okay, so the next parent is the Superinvolved / helper parent. Okay, this is a parent that's super involved with everything that's going on at the school. They're very engaged with the school community. They might be part of the PTA. They might be part of the bake sales, before and after school activities. This is the parent that is there for all the meetings, that has to do with their kids. Very active in the school. And this parent is a great one if you ever need a chaperone. If you ever need a chaperone, this is the parent to call, okay? If you're going on a trip or whatever it might be, you will call this parent like, oh, I know such and such, and she'll definitely show up. So this is a great parent to have. She's a huge helper. He or she's a huge helper. This is a parent that is going to donate stuff to the classroom. They're thinking about you. Oh, send this to Miss Pierre's class or whatever it might be. This parent is awesome. You love to have a parent like this. Number 10, the behind the scenes parent. So this is the parent that you never see. You probably will never see or hear from this parent, but they are doing a lot of work behind the scenes, okay? You can tell because the children come to school very well dressed, well groomed. The homework is done. You can tell that the children have a supportive home environment. You probably will never see these parents for whatever reason. Maybe they work nights, maybe their schedules are flip-floppy, but they definitely make sure that the children are well taken care of and that the children are well behaved. These are the behind the scenes parents, okay? I'll probably describe my parents as behind the scenes parents because they weren't active in the school community. They just did what they had to do behind the scenes. They sent us off to school and we did what we had to do. I'll just speak for myself personally. That's just what it was. If they didn't get a phone call or anything, then there was no reason for them to come into the school, but they were doing everything that they had to do behind the scenes. So I think a lot of us probably have behind the scenes parents that were just like doing what they were supposed to do behind the scenes, making sure we were good. Number 11, the high achiever parent. This parent is a parent that has very high standards for their kid, for their child. They want their child to reach for excellence. This is a parent that will be in constant communication with you because they want to know, how did he do on his test? How was his homework? Did he do well on his classwork? They're constantly going to be checking in with you because they care about the grades. They really, really care about grades. They care about achievement. They want to know, is he going to make honor roll? Is he going to make super honor roll? If you are in a high school level, they're definitely going to be asking about that GPA. I teach elementary, so mostly everything I'm talking about is based on my elementary experience, but I'm sure this goes across the board too. So the high achiever parent, they are very, very big on these grades, okay? So if grades aren't looking right, they're going to come to you. What's going on? How come he had a C? I don't understand. We studied together. What's the problem? That's the type of parent you'll have in a high achiever parent. And, there's nothing wrong with having a high achiever parent. You just be ready to communicate a lot with them because they will want to know everything that's going on, especially if the child is getting bad grades or, not doing well academically. Number 12, the last one, last but not least, the appreciative parent. We love the appreciative parent. The appreciative parent is the parent that's always thanking you, always giving you some type of encouragement, comments such as, man, thank you so much for what you do. I could never do what you do. I have one, I'm losing my mind. I don't know how you do it with all of these kids. These are the parents that when there's an occasion, they're definitely sending a gift, whether it's the holidays or Teacher Appreciation Week or the end of the school year. This parent is going to send you gifts and cards, or it could be a card with just a writing, it could be a gift card. They do a lot of things to show that they appreciate you. Of course, we love this type of parent. Depending on your district, depending on your school, you may or may not see this parent often, but if you do come across that one appreciative parent, it really does make a difference in your school year. And it makes it easier for you to go on from day to day, to take it day to day. So these are my 12 type of parents that you will come across as a teacher. Who did I miss? I'm sure I missed somebody. Comment below. If you are a teacher, which of these parents have you come across? Were there some of them, all of them? What were your experiences? If you are a parent, which of these parents are you? You could definitely fall into more than one category. I'm sure most people do. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, subscription. Please help a growing channel. And of course, I would love to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.